Practicing this meditation gets us in tune. It both unleashes us and it hones us in to the best way Spirit can move through us. And putting our trust in the love of the earth, that we're witnessed, that we're held, that we're watched, that we're guided, and that we can do a lot to make this guidance work better. I invite you to be present with yourself. When we do work on one person, we do work on another. In many ways, in so many ways. Find a seat where you can sense your connection to the ground through your feet and to the ground through your root, to whatever surface you're on, through your root. Feel gravity. Allow gravity to hold you. Watch your breath. What's it doing on its own? And begin to breathe with your heart. How does your heart want to breathe? Every inhalation, how can you breathe in a way that brings vibrancy in harmony with your heart? And being present with gratitude that we share this time. We share this trust. And we share this breath. Shifting to our crowns. Sense the top of your head. I invite joy. You're in the presence of the divine. You are linked to the divine. You cannot sever it. But you can inhibit it. You can cloud it. When you breathe with your crown, I invite you to pray, to surrender to divine love. Throat. Breathe to open your neck and the channels between your head and your heart. Breathe to liberate your truth, dissolving self-judgment, fears, inhibitions, trusting love to guide you. What do you most need to say that you are not currently saying? Sacral. Breathe with the power to dissolve your pain, the baggage that remains from all the love you shared up until now. Imagine it as cobwebs that dissolve with your breath through your sacral chakra. And imagine pure love, a love you trust, moving through to replace what you are cleansing. A love before thought, a love before choice, the love that is best for you to be sharing. Imagine it cleansing you from the inside out. And that within this week, it will be clear to you simple steps you can take to share intimacy in a much healthier way for you. Within this week, may it be clear. Shifting up to the nose tip. Breathe with some strength and without much hesitation between the inhale and the exhale. But you can draw it out. You can make it more shallow. But get your focus into the tip of your nose, where the air enters and leaves your nostrils. Now, what can you think about while you feel your breath here? What can you think about as an action to take care of yourself? Solar plexus. You have 3 visions from your past of dreams that you have not created. Imagine 3 old plants. They're dead in their pots. They may or may not have viable seeds, but the plants are dead. You're going to pick them up. You're going to put them in a wheelbarrow. When our time together is done, I would like you to imagine going outside and spreading that dirt out. If the seeds sprout, you'll tend to them. If they don't, you'll return it all to the earth with gratitude. But clear out your solar plexus now. And just be ready. This week, I would like you to be open to any sign that Gaia is inviting you into a new vision of who you can be and what you can do to serve the world in this new birth. May you be open to it and aware of it. May you be prepared to accept and breathe with it. And that is the prayer I invite you now to hold in your solar plexus. Diamond Eye, just breathe here a bit. You know 2-part breath, do it. If you don't know it, set the intention to learn it from someone who does. Lungs, I want you to fill your breath. Sniffing if you know it, otherwise just big deep breaths. Hold it full. Blow the air out like you're blowing bubbles with care and grace and focus. Hold your full breath until tension dissolves in your shoulders. Imagine this breath has the power to dissolve burdens you've taken on that are not right for you, that are out of tune with a healthy life. Imagine you accept the power to do this work without knowing what you're doing. And you'll understand later, once you're free to prepare your strength to do the work that you really need to do. Root lock. Make it gentle, make it fun. If any of these aren't fun, commit to practicing and commit to making it easier. Both. This is magic. These are magical exercises. The root lock is getting in touch with your roots, with the earth. You say hello to your roots with the earth. You're getting in touch with the deepest power, the greatest request, the most loving sustenance, the greatest of safeties. Feel this in your root. Move up to your chin. Trust this. Drink in life. Open your mouth. Stretch your jaw. And then just chill. Drink in life. This is where to rest when nothing makes sense. It works to remember, to rest here when nothing else makes sense. Navel. There's a fire in your belly and you want to know how to access it. I invite you to be curious. How do you access this fire in your belly? Breathe with strength. That's it. Assertiveness, presence. What does it feel like to draw this fire throughout your body? Presence. What does it feel like to draw this fire throughout your body? And move to your third eye. Surrender to your third eye. Surrender. Every day. Surrender my inner vision to tune with the world. You can feel it. Heart. Bring it on home. How does your heart want to breathe? If there's anything you need to remember from this, set the intention now. Work with one chakra for the whole week on purpose. Explore it. Learn about yourself. Respect what this meditation teaches you now and work with it for a whole week. And begin to consider. You ready for a hot seat? Armin, welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. How are you, Daniel?
I am very, very intense at the moment.
Yeah, because of the yesterday situation, yeah.
All of it, there's a shift in energy. There's a lot moving through. So I'm mostly hopeful. I'm present with my feelings. I see a lot in you. Do you remember your dreams from last night, Nerman?
Yeah, not last night. From today, I took a nap. I had 4 dreams and I wake up. No. I kind of, you talk about that.
Yeah.
I remembered from this life, not remembered, I dreamt from this life situations and kind of resolved it. Am I?
Yeah, it looks like you moved through a lot, man. Like,
I want to celebrate. First, I felt something in my chakras. I trusted your work and everything because I see it, But for me, I thought I was in the beginning. I didn't see anything. I see only colors. And I felt something in my nose tip. And I remembered you said, my first or second lighting session, you said, do you feel that in my nose? I was like, what nose? I don't know where my nose, But now it was like this Saturday I had, and that's what I want to talk about because I'm kind of frustrated. What is it? It was
shockingly strong. It's really strong.
Oh, it was like zhong, 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 zhong.
Yeah. I saw it just before you said it, like substantially stronger than any other chakra.
Yeah, it was like this sensation. It was. I thought I was doing it with my face, like.
Yeah.
It was zhuang, 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 zhuang. Now it's a little bit subtler now.
Yeah. Have you been seeing energy? Have you been seeing energy around other people?
No, a little bit auras, like this.
I think you're right on the verge, man. I think you are. I would encourage you to practice
yoga and
absolutely, but I mean seeing energy around other people. I think you're right on the verge of seeing energy so clearly that you could really make a deep transition.
Yeah, I'm being told that.
Yeah, it's right there, man. Now, I don't mean to pick on you or anything, but now's not a time for any real substance use. I don't think that's much of an issue for you at the moment, but I discourage it. You don't need it right now.
I want to talk about that because Also, I felt the diamond eye, but that got resolved in the Sunday when I had a dream. And after
Yep.
the dream, and after the, maybe you're talking about that dream.
Yep.
It was very loving, and I don't want to share it. It was too precious for me, and I don't want to share it. But after the dream, I woke up and I was lying, and I seen another narration inside my head. I always have, you know.
This is superpower level, man. What you've accessed in your diamond eye is the superpower of the diamond eye. So basically, a lot of things in life we have to live through, like karmic experiences, in order to transmute karma. But once you get active enough, you can do some of it in your diamond eye. You can live things out in your dreams and let go of the karma. And I watched that happen. You've done that. Like, it's working, man.
I kind of got. I feel like my higher self and me are one, and we go, you know, and I cannot distinct when is someone telling me, when I pick up something, when it's from quantum field, when I am doing myself. I know what I did to do that, but I kind of about this dream when I woke up, when I kind of gave in to dream again, I saw this second narration, which is not subtle, but subtler than my own. It was like a little bit lower, and I saw it, and I saw the subtitles down there, and they were writing, and the same story. And when I focused on it, it disappeared, and my same story continued in my head, you know.
That is beautiful.
And when I released it, you know, awareness again showed, and I thought, Tehuti, is that, because I call it thought? I call it Tehuti. Is that you or my house? Who is this? Giving my narration there, and the funny thing is, I think the same story, just the same is down there, and in my head,
it's working.
It's working. Yeah. I want to celebrate, you know.
You need to celebrate. God, look.
Yeah. I'm so excited about
how it's supposed to work, and it's a substantial like acceleration of everything you're capable of. It's really cool, and I know it's happening. I can see it. I was
very excited. You know, I have a physical proof of spirit. I got the feather, but never like this in my feeling. You know, I never sense anything. You know, and I'm so excited. Yes, so I wanna leave it slowly but intentionally. You know, your stuff works, man.
Dude, I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited for you. Like, stick with it. You might need to exaggerate practices. Like, you know, I've got several other people going through this, and sometimes you got to stay meditating for a long time. Like, sometimes you got to do more yoga than you thought you had to do. Like, talk to everybody about it, because it's harder to stay grounded, and it is not the time. Like, just don't overindulge in substances to use it. It could scramble you in a way that's not good.
I know that.
Have a beer, but don't have four.
No, I don't want that. Now it's not that I don't want. I want to live. I want to be
good.
But now, I had a problem with amphetamine, you know. But 20 days now, I'm clean. Only nicotine and sugar. That's now.
Well, you know, work on those later. I'm not as worried about those.
Yeah, I don't want.
I mean, later, like you could. Yeah. It's not the best, you know, but we'll work on it later. Right now, it's working. Good job, man. Like, seriously, you earned this. It's so cool.
This helped me, because all other substances and marijuana and alcohol, 3 beers, so you know, it doesn't feel the same. Like, I don't want it anymore. You know.
Good.
I don't want it.
Perspective. I drink more than two drinks like once or twice a year. So I'm almost always one. Always one. Yeah. And I try not to do more than 2 a week.
Yeah.
So these are limits I invite people to. There's a value in a little bit of alcohol, but it does not take much. The other night I had 1 beer. I meditated for an hour. I was like, oh my God. So
for me, it releases emotions, you know, sometimes. Exactly. That is good. I cry and everything's excellent. But I don't want to use it for that, you know.
Exactly. Norman,
It's great.
incredible work, man. You're doing this.
So the nose tip is fine, not any serious.
The nose tip is definitely saying, like, don't go towards substances. It's a strong message, you know. So I just want to invite people to witness that you've made that intention. I believe in you. I trust it. But it's helpful to keep the boundary, you know.
Yeah.
It's working. And oh my God, the shock of an energy in your nose tip, substantially stronger than everything else. So I really believe you're on the edge of manifesting spiritual vision. You're going to start seeing auras around other people. I want you to talk about it. I want you to describe it. And if you can, practice with people who you ask. So you say, can I have permission to look at your energy? And that enhances it. All right.
My brother will be, and his wife will be first victims.
All right. And maybe you can offer, you know, the sanctuary invite or whatever, but it's really valuable to do it on purpose and to say, will you sit there and I'll tell you what I'm seeing? And just describe color, man. I see a vibration. Like, look what I can do with you. All right. I see a vibration out about this far from your head. It's substantial. There's a glow through. There's yellow cutting down through. There's a lot of indigo. A lot of indigo.
Yeah, indigo and violet. Maybe violet like pillar, and I have yellow today. I have yellow. Like,
a lot of yellow.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I'm seeing what you're seeing. Like, it's right there. It's real.
No. Okay, I thought it would be more fantastical, you know.
No, we want to make this normal. That's the job of this work.
I see that every time in meditation. You know, when I meditate, when I really center myself, I see and I say, you know, I'm a pillar of white light from the great central sun. You know, I see it like
it's
like
working,
and it's, you know, moving. You will bit center it, you know.
Nervous.
Yeah. Your stuff works, man. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nervin. Your enthusiasm is a blessing to all of us.
Yeah,
Nervin,
I try. This is not. This is not.
You're working at it, man. You earned this. You earned it. Thank you for being here, Nervin.
Thanks. Thank you, guys, for witnessing.
How are you? I'm good today. How are you?
I am buzzing. I am very present.
You are. Yeah, you are. So is Nerman, and so is this whole group.
Right?
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what to share or what to say right now. I commented on one of your videos the other day, and you said to. I missed the last few. I mean, I'm in a different place in Nerman right now. I feel really dense in my world, and like the dreamer when in the live when you were asking us to come up with 3 dreams that we had. You know, I've had dreams in my life, but it's like I'm on a different frequency now than those times when I was in tune with those dreams and and feeling those dreams.
Yeah.
So like I feel more dense now. I feel like, and it's fun. It's crazy because, you know, I have gotten sober and I do take much better care of my body and of my life now. And I'm just having a really hard time seeing how to move forward.
Oh, I am so excited for this today. Chris, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being here. Guess what? I've got a lot of really good news for you, all right?
Yeah.
I am not worried about what I see in you. You are right. You've got a lot of dense energy there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You've transmuted it. You've transmuted this. Do you garden?
I landscape on my own, yeah, but not for myself, but for other people, yeah.
I'm not shocked that you have a sense of soils. You have created rich soil, man. You took old stinky compost and you have turned it into rich soil, and you are not celebrating yet. You're still treating this soil as the nasty shit it used to be, and it's not that anymore. Check that out. Just consider that. You did it, man. You
I
held
know.
it. You held it still.
I did, and I do, to the
It
best of
took
my
a
ability.
ton of work, and you didn't contract for the end. You just said, okay, I'll do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had
Yeah.
I had no choice. I had to, if I wanted to be able to have a future in the light and in love, and not just, yeah, I had to take control back over those things, and I had to heal a lot. And I'm confused, I guess. Like, I feel, and I'm really hard on myself. You probably can already tell
That's where
this.
we're going next, dude.
I'm really hard on myself, and it's not like I want to be. I don't know how else. I don't know what to do, man. I don't
Okay.
know what to do.
We have so many steps for you. And it's so, like, you are in such a wonderful place. It's easy for me to be present with you, Chris. We're living in a sick world. All right. This is clear. But one of the simplest ways to know that it's sick is how we treat nature. A couple of years ago, there was a dude, he was the richest man in our county. And he was trying to buy one of the most prime pieces of real estate to build a car dealership. It's a place that everybody drives by all the time. And it was community gardens. And he wanted to buy it to build a car dealership. And he bought part of it, and he immediately cut down all these beautiful mulberry trees. I went to him in a community meeting, and I walked up right in front of him. And I said, you cut down a lot of beautiful fruit trees. And he goes, what? Well, we'll just replant some more. That's what controls the earth right now.
Yep.
I stared right back at him and I said, they're not Legos. He backed down. I'm writing this story like I did it, but he did. He backed down. He sold it. He gave up. We're in a world that treats nature like Legos.
Yeah.
And you're at a crux where I want to invite you to feel our support. Because look at how simple this is, Chris. You've seen compost piles. Do you ever tend compost piles?
No, nothing to that. No.
Okay, but
No.
you have a sense. You're working with the dirt, right?
Yeah.
So you could turn over a compost pile, throw that pitchfork in there. That's good for the compost pile. You're getting it oxygenated.
Right.
Okay. You put a pile of shit, of dead vegetation from your old life into a corner of yourself. And you were told you need to hold this still. And you use self-flagellation. You hit yourself, basically. I can tell. A lot. Now that works when you're tending a compost pile. That does not work once you plant flowers in that compost pile.
Right.
Chris, will you stop the self-abuse, please?
I'd love to, Daniel. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I don't want to.
Thank you.
I don't need it anymore. It's not
You do
serving
not.
me anymore.
But I'm telling you, the primary thing I see is that you held yourself still, man. You did it. You've showed up here ashamed that you've got a wheelbarrow full of shit and dead rats. And I'm telling you, dude, you haven't looked down at your wheelbarrow. That's fresh dirt.
I hear you.
You get
I
it?
hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
You just brought us a lot of fresh dirt that we can plant flowers in, dude. We're honored.
Thank you.
Thank you. And good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Now, would you consider taking up yoga?
Yeah, I have. I have been.
Let's drive you deeper. Where you at?
I'm at my parents' house, really, which is where I live.
That's great, dude. Did you see this interview between David Letterman and this woman from India?
No.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's all over. Like they just keep replaying it. He sits down with her and he goes, "So I hear that you and your husband live with your parents. How does that work for you?"
Oh.
And she turns to him and says, "So apparently you don't live with your parents. How does that work for you?"
Actually, it's one of the reasons why I'm really I'm being asked to. This is a chapter of my life that's closing. Like I had a conversation with my parents, and my dad wants me out. He wants me out. He said he's wanted me out for a while. It's been weighing on him. I don't have any money. No matter what I seem to do, my biggest challenge in my life has been, well, maybe not the biggest challenge. The challenge that has faced me the longest in my life has been consistency in finances. And when you said in the video earlier, like you can make $1,000 in a day, like how, Daniel, how am I going to do that? I don't have any applicable skills. My logical brain says that's not going to happen. And here I am, just a 33-year-old living at home with his parents. Like, how?
You all see how easily we do this, right? Shame has been turned into fresh dirt. Chris's dad, your shame is not welcome as part of this equation. You are a victim of a sickness that is not your own. We live in a sick society where millions of people came here from across the ocean, killed everybody who lived here, and set up independent households. When their children grew up, they were sent to live somewhere else, to go kill more Indians, to carve out a little niche for themselves. We wrote ourselves a relatively recent story that this is the way to live. No society in human history has done this before now. Until now, families live together. One of the main reasons people are suffering from listlessness, lethargy, addiction, lost, confused lives is because we've disintegrated our families so thoroughly. Yep. Your father is a victim of a disease. It's not his fault. Don't hate him.
No, I don't.
You've lived out what you have. Sounds like it would be better for you to find a different place, but let's take this one step at a time. First, let's eliminate the shame. I came back to my parents.
How do I do that? How do I eliminate the shame?
Right now. Right now, that shame is dirt.
Okay.
Every time you feel the shame, remind yourself it goes into the compost pile.
Okay.
You have a practical problem. It might take you a couple years to make $1,000 in a day, but you have to want it before you get it. Until then, you're going to pray for respect and freedom. You need to make income with respect and freedom. You might have more of that than you think. You're working with the dirt. It's one of the greatest enhancements to our life force, to be able to touch the earth every day.
Okay.
So we'll stick with you, but just breathe first. By every time you feel ashamed, I want you to put it in the compost pile.
Okay.
This is no small action. It's the most important action you can take. I'm telling you, you've already turned the worst energy into fresh dirt. Now you know you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you don't have to be terrified of your darkness, okay?
Okay. All right. I can work with that.
We're almost there, but I'm not letting you go right yet.
No, please.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. You've been really scared by yourself.
Yeah.
When I do these, I am just repeatedly surrendering. I say, how can I help Chris as best I can? In a way that's good for me. By this point, that's so built in, I'm not worried about it. How can I help Chris in a way that's good for me? You're not allowed to psychically wake me up in the middle of the night. You're not allowed to pester me after you're gone, but I know how to draw those boundaries. Except
I wouldn't want to.
Some people do. I attract some very strange people.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody. I love you all, but nobody's allowed to wake me up in the middle of the night. Nobody. All right.
I wouldn't know how to do that if I did.
Some of these characters do. Chris, You've brought us a valuable pile of dirt. You already gave it to us. Thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your trust. Now I'm gonna, where are you at with yoga? Can you do a handstand against a wall?
I don't have the upper body strength for a handstand. I can do a headstand though.
Okay, down dog, up dog. You know how to do that sequence?
Yeah.
Down dog, up dog. Can you do that 10 times every other day?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'd like you to do that as a normal break for a while to build some upper body strength, because I see you doing handstands against a tree while you work as a break. Sound like fun?
That. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, man. I want to see a picture of that this summer. Do you think you can answer that? This summer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds like fun.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Daniel. Thank you all. I really appreciate the space.
Bless your heart, Chris.